Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'm amongst the many of those amazed with the story of this guy, Alphonso Davies. Born in a Ghanaian refugee camp to parents fleeing conflict in Liberia, his life story has always been about battling against the odds, and now it amounts to this. It's remarkable to see how he has thrived.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And a header! Harmlessly behind. Hakimi. Rui Costa. That is good alertness. Looking for the run. Can he get it through? Oh no, that was never going to make it. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Williams. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nico Williams. Not the most accurate pass. Rui Costa gets across to intercept that. And it's Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. Fabian Ruiz looking sharp there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Martin. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's intervened well there. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Diaz. Diaz going face to face with his great rival. He's found a way through. Good ball, good take. And that has been slung wide. Martin. Played out to the left flank. Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa. And here's Van Basten.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Martin plays the return pass. Almost half an hour in now. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Out for a throw. He's picked his way through. No, he's not getting past him there. Davis did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bit too much weight on the pass. Hakimi gets it away. Now that looks a decent ball. The cutback. Fabian Ruiz. Diaz is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. But a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tomori makes the interception. Oh, that's nice. He's in a great position here. Out towards the flank. Driving forward. Showing good feet. Ferdinand can clear it away. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Davis. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Not a hint of offside here. And he decides to cross it.
Well played and well cleared.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we are back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually, letting themselves get dominated like that.
And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a great pick out. Shapes to shoot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
It's a throw-in. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And he's chosen to go back, threads one in, and that has been cleared. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now that's well seen too. Barcelona are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. That has ended up in no man's land. Ferdinand. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
He's looking wide. Diaz receives it in a wide position. Cross goes in there. Williams! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Shot a goal! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That was a given, it always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
We're looking at a different game now.
Vallescas really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. He's had it taken off him. Davis. And this is Aguero. Vallescas can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So we have movement on both benches.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
El dorsal 23. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Williams. Now it's Aguero. That has been cut short.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Vallescas really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Williams. Nico Williams will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Space for him to turn and look. He's got away. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. He has found the way through. And that is not getting there. And it's been hooked away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 5.
Looking for options for movement. Ball in towards the middle.
El dorsal 14. El dorsal 4.
Distributed tidily. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he's gone looking for safety. Ball is over the line. And he's picked it up out wide. It's going to be another throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Defending of the desperate variety. That's going across goal. And he's straight offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's really good defending. Ferran Torres. It's gone out for a throw-in. The end, time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be.